And Dr. Aziz is here, and you're kind of an expert on anxiety and things like that. And
but he's a guy. I just want to point that out.
That's true.
He's a guy.
I haven't grown a baby.
He's a professiontional. I know. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
You're going to say something else. I haven't grown it. And you started going like this. I was like, where is he going with that statement? You haven't grown a baby.
That's
so as part of our Stress Less Tuesday, we wanted to ask you, how do you stay confident as a new parent? I'm an only child. I haven't babysat in years and years. I mean, there's the books to read. How do you kind of stay sane and go easy on yourself, I guess?
Sure. Well, look at, I mean, it's such a hot topic, right? And everyone who has kids or doesn't have kids or has a niece has advice, suggestions, ideas, and there's so much anxiety about the unknown.
Right.
And that's what you're facing is a lot of unknown, a lot of uncertainty. And there's a desire to kind of have it all figured out up here. And I think the more that you can reside in, I don't know, the uncertainty
it's okay
of it,
to not know.
I don't, and there's two ways to say I don't know. There's I don't know, and I should know. And then there's I don't know. And we're going to see. I don't know.
Do you have any tips for Nina and her husband? Because Drew mentioned, it's hard on the relationship because you're tired and you want everyone to pull their weight. What advice would you give her as far as keeping her relationship strong, especially at the beginning? Yeah, absolutely. So one key factor to help with that anxiety about the relationship, about having the new child is there's like what you're hearing about is the discomfort, right? There's like, oh my, you're not going to sleep and poopy diapers and we're like, oh no, and my schedule and my life, so much discomfort.
Just
I know. I break them down before I build them up. No, but so much. But here's the thing: we think that our fulfillment in life and our happiness comes from being totally comfortable and not having any discomfort.
Right.
But research shows that that's not true. That actually happiness and fulfillment come out of the other side of challenges, at the other side, and through growth.
Yeah, when you make it through and you're proud of yourself.
Absolutely.
That
So
you did it.
even if there's hard times, there's going to be some conflict with you and your partner. As you work through it, as you get through it, there's a level of depth and fulfillment in your relationship that you haven't even experienced yet.
I want to remind our viewers, Dr. Aziz, that you are the founder of the Center for Social Confidence. So I guess my question for you is, a confident parent is what exactly? How would you define a confident parent?
Yes, so this is a huge topic and a hot topic, and I've found, becoming a parent myself, I have two little boys, 3 and 1, that people get as charged about parenting and parenting ideas as they do about politics.
Right.
Sure.
Maybe
There's a
even
lot of
more
judgment.
so.
Wow.
So much judgment.
There's mommy shamers online all the time.
Oh my gosh, so people that don't even have kids judging this, or people that have kids, you should do it this way. So I think first and foremost, it's finding your center and finding your way and realizing that no one knows better deep down than you do, and that's going to be hard because you're going to get advice from everybody. Right. Unsolicited advice from the person on the bus. Yeah.
And there's no one right way to raise children. Obviously, there's different ways to do it correctly, and there's a bunch of different ways to do it wrong. But I do notice that what starts happening is you start hanging out with people that raise kids the way you raise them. Whether that's the right way or the wrong way, but you feel good about, like, hey, you're doing that too, huh? Like, we relate. In
just
that
like
way.
we like to hang out with people that got the same political views.
Right.
We kind of. But here's one other thought about that, which is that we also want to be open to learning, though. Because sometimes there's so much mommy shamers, right? And it's like this sense of, I don't want to be a bad parent.
Sure.
And if we make a mistake or we don't know, we feel like I'm bad. And we want to just go easy on ourselves. And say, okay, I want to learn and I want to keep growing. And if we're so afraid of not being bad, then we're like, no, everything I did was fine. I don't need to learn. I don't need to read anything. But I would just encourage, my wife is amazing at this, and she reads tons of books and shares ideas with me, and we talk about it, and just really being open to learning with your partner what's right for you too.
One of the topics you brought up, I believe, with our producer was focusing on your vision. And I don't even know what the heck that means.
Sounds good though, doesn't it?
Focus on your vision. What?
Just throw that out in your next meeting. Focus on your vision, everyone. No, but we can get bogged down in month 3 where it's like, wow, this is uncomfortable.
Month 3 is very difficult, remember that.
Let's
continue.
But remember, discomfort.
And also kind of when you go back to work, and your everything else is changing.
You're going to cry. You're going to have a little meltdown. It's okay.
So, we all know there's challenges ahead, but remember that those challenges might seem scary, but they're going to bring deeper fulfillment. That's a good thing to keep in mind. But at the same time, most of us, when we think of having kids, when you made the decision to have kids, we're not really focused on, I just want to be not sleeping at 2 in the morning and changing diapers. You have a vision of something else. And you really want to tune into that. And it's different for everyone. Maybe it's like when they're 3 years old and you're taking them somewhere, or when they're 6 years old and you're berry picking with them, or you're out on if a sporting game or something, whatever your vision is with your daughter, with your son, with your kids, at any age, even teenage years. Just spend time like really like, oh, that's going to be amazing to do this with them and do that. Oh, and I want to teach them this. And every one of you as a kid, as they get older, it's amazing when you have that conversation where they ask you a question at age 3 and you're like, whoa.
Whoa. I hate being asked so many questions that I don't know the answer to.
And it's you know, these delights. And so really focusing on those
that's good advice.
Helps you feel that.
The big picture. Because you just had a milestone. I mean, this weekend when your daughter
riding her bike for the first time.
Taking the training wheels off, and I mean, that's a big moment.
It is. She amazes me and blows me away every day. It is so much fun. Just have humor. I think that's very important. Just laugh with your hubby and try to have fun and make light of stuff.
Very good. Okay, you did not make me nervous. You made me feel better. So thank you very much.
18 diapers a day.
Get ready.